Peggy 16.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Thanks for tuning into our webcast tonight, introducing all the quantum powers that are part of Origin Crisis, our latest DLC. I'm here with Jesse Scott, otherwise known as Spord. Where did you get that name?
It's drops backwards. I just needed something.
Drops backwards.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually, considering you're on the systems team and make many of the drops that people get. I think that's very appropriate. So anyway, welcome to Jesse again. He was here with us, if you remember, for the fire update that we showed you guys, and he did such a good job that obviously we want to ask him back to do this one, and not really just because he pretty much built this power, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
So you're the man for quantum. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So we have the two trees, time and space. That is a lot of things to cover, right? So
yeah, we'll get into all the details of that soon.
So we just try to kind of focus down on what that meant. Time, stopping time, slowing down time, that sort of thing. Space can be anywhere from gravity stuff to just flux, singularities, graviton.
Flux singularities. Let's be clear. Flux singularities, people.
Singularities.
That other thing is from a different universe entirely. Keep going.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
Okay.
And then, of course, that could mean other things like the teleporting.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get into that for sort of our first venture into teleportation and blinking in the game, which is pretty cool. So quantum has been something I remember when I first came on the project many, many years ago, before you were even on board. We had this ginormous list of superpowers that we were going to tackle for DC, and of course, they were way too many for us to get at launch.
Right.
Which is why some people saw some stuff in beta a while ago that didn't get finished, and we've been, going back and kind of cherry picking from that list, scorched earth on that old beta power, and starting over again with our new tools and tech. And one of the things that was on the list was quantum. So tonight, I think what I'm going to do is, while you're talking about how the power really turned out and showing them everything that they're going to get with the quantum power, I might do a little blast from the past and show some of the zany, crazy, on-crack ideas that the designers came up with so many years ago, before we even had tools and knew what we could build.
The ones that made it to paper only?
Yeah, paper ideas, not actual production ideas. So that ought to be fun. And then I also wanted to take some time to sort of tell you guys a little bit about why this power and what it's all about and where it comes from. So why don't I do that really quick? So I think when we first started talking about this power, we talked about quantum, and very specifically wanted to make a difference between that and atomic, right? So this isn't like atomic powers. It's not necessarily like splitting the atom or everything. As you said, it's dealing with like bending reality and things like that. So quantum physics stuff, which I always thought was funny, because when we started doing the research for this, and you're like, all right, let's research quantum mechanics, and it'd be like things like Schrodinger's cat, and like, how do you make a power out of that?
It just encompasses so many things. It's hard to.
It makes your brain just kind of go, where do I even start? So you guys on the systems team did a great job of boiling that down. We wanted to do quantum for this DLC because obviously Origin Crisis has to do a lot with time travel and really bringing that time travel story and multiple realities and all kinds of things in line. Brainiac kind of assimilating the universe and rearranging things on a quantum level. So we thought this was like a perfect power for that. Was the inspiration? Well, let's look at some of the DC characters that actually spawn this. So here you see Captain Atom. Captain Atom is covered in this kind of like almost metallic, like liquid alloy. It's called dilasteel or dilasteel. Dilasteel. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. It's alien, so I should get a pass on the phonetics. But his name is Captain Nathaniel Atom. He was part of an experiment for the military. He was like framed for a crime he did not commit. It sounds like the A-Team when you start framed for a crime he did not commit. He was put inside an alien metal container when a nuclear explosion was detonated underneath him so that he would get a pardon from the president. Well, it didn't go too well. He got blown to pieces and didn't appear until years later, and he had this dilasteel alien alloy infused on his skin, and all of a sudden he could interact with the quantum energy signatures and do things with quantum powers. And years later, they needed a villain for this guy, so villains will have Major Force to emulate. Major Force is has the same alien alloy covering his skin and can also do things with the quantum field and manipulate it. He has different powers. Both of them are kind of invulnerable. They can do like energy projection, strength, and things like that. They recently did a revamp for Captain Atom in the New 52, where they really kind of, Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen was really inspired by Captain Atom. And then it was interesting because the new Captain Atom in the 52 feels very inspired by Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. He's much more godlike and sort of detached from his human self. So I thought it was interesting how that all came full circle. And if you haven't picked up that book yet, it did have a pretty short run, but I really liked the art and thought the story was pretty cool. So check it out. Check it out if you really like the quantum powers and Captain Atom. So that being said, why don't we show your character right here, and we'll get into a little bit of the quantum powers as they are now, and maybe in between breaks we'll share some of the older powers. You want to tell us the plan here and how you're going to demo these and what we're going to do?
Sure. So I have two different abilities on both the DPS and the controller loadouts, and I'm going to run through a duo with Meps for a little while, and he's going to be running an Earth guy, and we will kind of show off what I have here on the DPS side, then maybe switch it up, show the controller stuff, and then change loadouts completely.
Awesome. So do you want to run us through the powers that you have in your loadout, and then we'll see them in action?
Yeah. So I have Gravitonic.
Oh, by the way, what is this you're wearing? It's like a red carpet interview. What are you wearing today, Jesse?
So this is the Mantis set that is in DLC 7.
Nice.
And I have a F on my chest because I'm inspired by Major
Force. So you ended up with the F there.
And hand blasting.
Cool. All right, so you're a hand blaster. So we're going to see some kind of beam weapons for beam attacks and things like that for the basics. You love hand blasters.
I do like hand blasters.
I like one-handed guys. It's just how I roll.
One-handed's not bad though.
No. Hey, and you know what? We have a lot in common. They both have hand in the name.
There you go. That's all you need.
We bonded today. You want me to let you get on track and go?
Sure.
Okay. I'm sure they do too.
So Gravitonic Field is the first power in the loadout. It is the top of the tree in the space tree. Actually, I guess I could start there.
I feel really bad. Like,
space.
You're so far down there. Should I lower my
I don't know.
seat?
This seat is pretty low. I don't know. So Gravitonic Field here. Single target. It's going to do grounding, damage over time, that sort of thing. New power interaction, Graviton charged, which just basically works kind of like mental or like the terrorized.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
There will be other things that will take advantage of it.
Okay.
In the tree.
You're just going through the ones that are in your loadout, right?
Yeah.
now,
Gravitonic
right?
Field. Okay. I guess that's why I needed the loadouts.
There
so I would remember.
Yeah.
In spiral waves. It's a nice cone attack. Takes advantage of the graviton charged power interaction. We got lift, which takes advantage in a different way. Instead of doing extra damage, it will cause other enemies to be attracted to that enemy. Similar to the way polarization pulls in rigid bodies. When Gravity Well, which is an AoE field that will pull people to their knees and stun them, and then deals extra damage, not just with graviton charged stuff, but also polarization.
Nice. So there's a little cross connection there with some electric guys. Okay.
And then Warped Reality.
Good healer controller combo right there.
Right. Which, of course, we got maps coming in with Earth, but that's okay.
Maps.
We have Warped Reality, which is the weapon buff, which is going to charge up your weapons. So when you go to swing at things, you have a chance to levitate them in place.
I think you just knocked out my eardrums.
Yeah, these are pretty powerful mics. Sorry about that, people. And then Gravity Bomb, which is a projectile, does an arc to target, and then takes advantage of the power interactions. It's also a debuff.
Works with polarized. It looks like.
If I was in controller, yeah.
So one of the main things, graviton charge, new power interaction, right?
Yep.
All right.
There is one in the other tree as well.
Yeah, I bet there is.
It's called Destabilize. Same kind of thing. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Actually, where is Maps? We need to.
That's a good question. Mr. Maps, can you hear us? From your secure location.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
Excellent.
What's your character name?
My character's name is Meps Earth, all one word.
Enjoy the... Oh, no, you can't get guild invites right now. We're on a special server.
Boom.
You're on a special internal
That's
server.
right.
So let's queue here then.
Where are we going to go?
What is interesting? Meps. Need some gear,
Meps,
buddy.
you need some gear, man.
Yeah, I don't have any gear.
Okay, that's
because
presenting
of our last
a
minute.
problem for
I wanted to queue
zoning.
us.
I need you to grant me some item create.
All right, hold on a
goodness.
second here.
Can
We'll come back to the main camera. While they're doing that, here I have this list of paper, which has some ridiculous, unaccountable, I don't have to build it ideas on here. These are the paper designs for this stuff. So I'll just go through a couple of these old school. The way we used to do this was when we had no tools and couldn't do much in the game. We were waiting for clients and renderers and all that kind of stuff. It was really interesting to hear all the what if blue sky stuff. So here's a couple of them. I like this one. It's called Multiverse, which is very appropriate for DC, which is why they probably chose the name. But it's absolutely ridiculous. Multiverse, create multiple clones of you. Most are good, some are bad. That's what it says. That's what it says right here. This
That's
is
awesome.
As far as it goes. Some are bad. Guess you won't know until you try it. We had one that was we started playing with the idea of time and maybe sending a character back through time, sometimes like quantum leaping style through their life, or other times doing something else. So we had one called Cradle, which turned the target into a baby. That's rewound your life back to the start.
We thought of that again.
I know. I think I brought it up, right?
Yeah, you would rewind the time so far that
crawl around as a little baby. You know, we could have maybe used the old Cupid Valentine's Day outfits.
Oh no.
Turn everybody into one of those guys. All right, that would have been a horrible idea, so we didn't do it, obviously. Then we had one, Evolution, gives you a giant head and increases your intelligence. That was before we even knew what stats we had, so that one probably isn't very useful. And then, obviously, Devolution, where we turned you into a caveman and increased your strength. So these were just some of the ridiculous ideas. There are more on this list that I will share with you later. How are you guys doing on your item create stuff here? Good?
I think.
Meps, do you have enough to at least just get into the instance?
Did that do it?
So everyone send Meps your love.
It looks
for
like
this delay.
it might have given it to me instead. It gave it to me.
That did not quite work. Hang on one sec. I'll run over and God mode myself.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Why don't you go ahead and just zone in there. And then he can like go to you if we want.
All right.
Does that sound good, Meps?
Go for it.
All right.
So, I won't be able to get to
It's
the
all right.
duo though.
Ungroup. We're kicking you from group. Your CR stinks. Can't play with us.
Really rude.
I
That's
know.
really mean.
I know. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. Leave the group, please, Meps. Get out.
I thought you were kicking me.
Well,
Yeah, I want you to just leave. Why don't you do a challenge for right now until
Yeah,
you
run
can
through a
get back on.
challenge.
So we're gonna go through a challenge, and you go ahead and get yourself situated with gear so we can do this other thing. Good?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Off we go.
Oh man, it's a short cord.
Does it matter? It's probably just tangled up. There you go. Now you're free.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman! I see this loading screen. I just want to spin in my chair, see what happens, see if my clothes change. All right, so here we go. First look at Quantum
All right.
and awesome Black Manta inspired gear.
Oh no.
What'd you do now?
These dudes are all just standing around looking at me. There we go.
I always say it's not a party without a tragedy. How about a bit of my new Joker toxin to liven things up? Perfect!
So I set them up, do extra damage with the in spiral waves.
Okay, so that's the spiral wave.
Yeah. If you guys can hear this, the sound guys did an awesome job with it.
They should be able to hear it just fine. Oh man.
I might have jumped in
Just
too
jumped
much.
in too far.
I might have jumped in too far.
Where's our backup? That tickles.
Somebody was just saying that the quantum powers were OP. Please nerf them.
Oh, look at this.
Wow,
Already. Already. But Jesse might
Where's our
prove them wrong.
backup?
In the first pull. You don't even have a soda color. Oh, you used it already.
I used it. Yeah.
Look at that.
I am
On
used
the
to doing
run
this on the
already.
hero side. You
Yeah.
can just run right in that room. No problems.
So you're basically going to just add gasoline to the fire of the villains have it harder argument.
Possibly.
Fair enough. You heard it here first from Jesse Scott.
It's okay. It's okay. Now I know what to expect.
Now you know. What are those guys doing? Come on,
Nothing.
follow me in.
Leave no clown behind.
All right, so why don't you walk us through as you're sort of activating some of these
Alright, so
powers?
there's lift.
Oof.
Alright, so
Just relax, shake off that
Wait
thing from
for
earlier.
me.
Yeah.
Har har
Little gravity bomb
har,
action.
Hardy har.
get a little lift. Oh, killed him. Lift you. Get warped reality, so now I can do that to people all the time.
Oh,
Where's
okay,
our
so
backup?
the weapon buff that you gave yourself, you're just lifting.
It'll help
You've got to
levitate him.
stop them!
A little extra control. What's that sound?
I'm lost. Oh.
Alright, here's gravity
There
well.
you are.
It's the one pulls them to their knees. There's a lot of
Where's
gravity-based
our
stuff
backup?
in the space tree.
So you can basically make the gravity like heavier in an area, and it causes guys
If
to
these
kind of
cops in
collapse
tuxedos
down.
think that
They
locking
can't
the doors
get
will
up.
keep us out, they've left their brains back in their polyester pants.
Yeah.
Blow it up and
Joker.
keep blasting.
On
Turn
it.
him down.
But yeah, that's what the power interaction portion, the graviton charges, are based on the heavy kind of gravity, right? And then the extra effects you can get from things like lift, like this, and the weapon buff warped reality does a lot of the lifting, right?
Okay.
The opposite.
Where's our backup?
I love the effects
This
too.
area is
Yes.
They
restricted.
look great.
You're gonna
I was
die
mentioning a lot
laughing.
about, kind of the visual inspiration for this being guys at CERN that are splitting all the atoms.
Where's our
So those
backup?
particles coming off. So you can see those elements like at the core of some of these effects. Sometimes they're going in, sometimes they're going out. Depends on what we're trying to do.
Right.
Somewhere in there is a Higgs boson.
Don't stop
I don't know which
at
one it
me.
is.
You need to clear the area.
So, the reason I went with this build for DPS was a lot of these things just take advantage of the power interaction.
The
to
one
get the extra
office
damage.
party I attended this year.
Like gravity bomb here, you can see that there's all kinds of just extra control, even with the DPS from stuns or levitates or roots.
Step right up, kid.
So you'd say you're focusing mainly on the graviton charge stuff.
Right now, yeah, this loadout's it's all graviton charge. So the first ability, graviton field or gravitonic field, sets that up.
Yeah.
And then the other, let's see, and then 4 of them take advantage of it, and then the warped reality also sets it up. So the
Stop
whole
where you
the
are.
whole loadout.
We're taking
based
you
on
in
that.
one way or
Okay.
another.
Now look who didn't bother to dress for the occasion.
what if-
Get rid of him and join me in the ballroom. The bat will be here any moment.
What if I switch to controller? Well, I got a lot of the same powers, but this I was thinking Maps would be here with me, so I got
Well, that's
stuff
all right. Why don't we
Mr.
wait
J
for him?
isn't going
Stuff
to
to-
come to
to
us.
give power.
Just keep
We're
going through with
supposed
your
to go to
DPS stuff.
him.
Yeah.
Let him just go ahead and play and let him see it in action. Concentrate. Don't worry about talking.
Wait. Ow!
Get your best rotations in.
Oh, well, I already screwed that up.
Where's our backup?
Turn to ice.
That would have been good to have one of those. Suck it in. Polarization type things. And take that while you're down.
Wait for me!
Think knocking out, being knocked out is going to save you from my wrath? Oh no.
Nope. Did I miss?
Yeah, you missed a whole
there they
slew
are.
of guys up there.
Where's our backup? Ow! That's smart!
What was that power again? The one
That
where
was-
the two like projectiles like spin out.
That's in spiral waves. So that was all based on, there's a scientific thing that happens when two stars get close together and their different graviton or gravity fields start interacting with each other and creates a spiral. So we got.
Are those numbers reflected in the data that went into the power? No?
Not the numbers.
You didn't consult with Stephen Hawking on
No,
that one?
I didn't talk to any scientists about it.
This is how
Where's
you
our
set up
backup?
the data.
All right. So I gotta.
Still got more guys back
What
there,
are
man.
they doing?
You gotta go back there and kill them.
Leave no clown behind!
Oops. Got a hard target, folks. Got a hard target.
Ow!
Alright, I'm gonna turn the in-game sound down a little bit. I won't be able to hear the...
Disengage!
Disengage.
Where's our backup? Oof!
Get him! Still got more.
Help!
More targets.
Oh!
Meps, are you back yet?
There you are!
Back. I'm almost ready.
Okay, good. We're gonna just
Dang it.
bail out of this instance and
Yeah.
we'll show the next loadout and what those powers do. Get into the duo.
Oof!
Last guy.
Well,
Oh.
just threw a bomb in his face.
Alright. So that was basically a DPS loadout that you like to roll with. It kind of shows some of the gravity, the graviton charge stuff, right?
Freak out!
Alright. Alright, let's bail out of here.
Okay.
And then what we'll have you do is go ahead and go to your options and let's turn down the VO
Oh yeah. They.
so we can keep the sound up for these guys. Yeah, oh actually there you go. The effects volume is like all the way down. So let's turn that all the way up.
Go all the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Get this down here. Maybe this, in case it pops one.
Yeah, I can turn the music down. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's good. How's that sound? Let's test it before you warp.
All right.
See if these people use that. That's better.
That.
Nice.
That
yeah,
sound
just
better?
activate some of these so they can hear it.
Man, that one has an awesome impact.
Turn it to 11.
There you go.
Oh, 1 second.
All right.
All right. Turn it back down.
My,
Somebody's yelling my ears. I think it's the very person that asked for it to go to 11 screaming my ears. I don't know.
was that 11?
I turned it up pretty loud. All right. All right. Let's invite Mr. Meps back. Meps. I think he's Noob Meps. I'm not sure.
What?
Was it Earth Maps?
Wow, it was Meps Earth. But I don't know if I want to group with you guys anymore.
Oh, we couldn't group with you before because you were too low.
I'm still too low. I'm almost there, though.
All right. I'm glad we bailed out of there. For you to still be too low. Are you there yet?
It's okay.
All right. So let's start going through these powers.
Yeah. So
In the loadout screen.
I jumped over to my control loadout I have right now, which is still gravitonic field, which I could change that up, I guess, to tachyon burst.
Oh yeah, that's the give me power.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Both of those are, but
Right.
I'll just switch it up. So temporal extortion is the give everyone else in the group a big chunk of power. that controllers get. Einstein's Ray is a pull that has a combo into an uppercut just for fun.
That's awesome, by the way. When you first showed it to me, I was like, "That's so
I made
cool."
I made sure to launch the person farther than you normally would, just to get it. You know.
I think you asked me too. You were like, "What do you think of this?" Before I go too much further, I was like, "I think that's awesome."
And Time Bubble, which is a damage prevention shield. Quantum Tunneling, which allows you to phase around and go through objects, people, not the world.
You know what?
Not the world.
There's an old power on here called Quantum Tunneling.
Yeah?
Or Quantum Tunnel, I think.
What was? Oh yeah, there it is.
Quantum Tunneling. Player zips through physics objects and past incoming attacks.
We did it.
Good job.
Didn't even realize.
Paper idea becomes real. That's awesome. All right.
Then I have a supercharge. This is a very defensive controller loadout I have. It's like
Wait, there's another.
prevent damage.
There's
damage.
also Quantum Tunnel. A
Oh.
tunnel to some distant location. That's all it says.
Also-
Just a tunnel, go away. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
And then I have a supercharge on here, which is a closed loop. It's a self heal. You kind of like spiral around. It's like you're rewinding time to get your health back from where you were before.
Okay, cool.
So,
That's that kind of borrowing from the future thing I was talking about.
right. So Meps, are you good?
Are you ready now?
Unfortunately not.
No? Okay.
All right, we're ditching you again.
Still
then.
waiting on my gear, so maybe I'll disband again.
Yeah, please do that.
Yeah.
He'll do it. He'll leave. Okay, let's go into it. Let's go into a different challenge mode this time.
See if I don't die in the first room this time. What was I doing before?
You were doing the hotel.
Yeah. I'll save the subway in case.
Do the subway.
Do the
It's
subway?
got a lot of guys in it.
Alright,
It's pretty
love it.
open.
Love
You can
it.
see stuff. We were gonna take Meps into the subway and do the two-face duo because he's never done it before and he wanted some feats.
Are you for real? Rage quit.
Get your skills, Meps.
There's no challenge mode in Smallville, Kurija Kuma. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
I think I will have to change a few things in my loadout, though.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah.
Because you're.
Well, I'm not going to
you're
be giving
controller.
power to anybody.
It's alright. You should be able to do this. Oh yeah, get rid of the rid of the one. You're
Yeah,
right.
the one at least.
Let's show people how to get around that. Load up.
Yeah, I might buy another one. Here we go.
Distortion wave.
Distortion wave. This one, yeah, it's definitely great for controllers doing AoEs.
Okay. Now every time I keep wanting to look back now. I haven't seen this list in forever. I want to see if there's a distortion wave on here. I like this one. Dust to dust. Target becomes intangible dust.
That
It didn't make it off paper, people.
I mean, I guess that could be the same as the baby, right? We just
Yeah, the baby.
we turn him into a base item or something.
You're a pile of dust. Maybe the Daffy style with like the eyeballs just sitting on top of the dust.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
So that was Tachyon Burst. That freezes them in time. Can't
That's
do
painful.
anything. Yeah. That's also a power trickle. Right. Look at that. 2 targets. If they're standing close to one another,
Gosh.
you get 2.
Just shooting him in the gym. It's like the most vulnerable pose I can think of.
So here's oh.
So let's talk a little bit about, because we're fighting PvP, enemies, or sorry, PvE enemies right now. Oh, I love this shield. Talk about this shield. This thing is so cool. I love the look of this shield.
This whenever I was like, yeah, we need a shield, we need a nice looking thing, and then Drew did this, and I was just like, I want to use that shield all the time. Can I just run around constantly in that shield? Uppercut.
So somebody was noticing when you did what was which levitation was that again? It was the
Tachyon burst.
yeah, tachyon burst. So you get them up into the air, and somebody was asking, "Wow, that was a long time." So obviously you can break out of this.
Right. You can break out, but I'm a controller right now, so it lasts longer than normal.
I love controller powers a lot just for the fact that they killed that guy easily from range. Maybe it's because I'm a melee guy, but I hate that dude that stands right there.
Yeah,
he is such a pain. That's why you're hand blaster?
Yep. One reason. I also play healer a lot, so. Okay.
Dude, you're going to have to get up there. There you go. Were you just like fighting right on that edge where they're going to push you off, huh?
It's okay. I'm a flyer. So, distortion wave, you can hit a lot of people and freeze them all in time.
And it has like an impact pulse, right? I mean, this is the one that actually pulses out. So you're going to notice delayed effects as like you can even see it in the effect itself. You can see it building as it pulses out, and that actually has separate delivery mechanisms that will stun in succession, correct?
Right. See if I can pull this guy and uppercut him.
Nice!
Oh, that guy's shot me.
You still got the uppercut off. I love that thing. Do it to them. So right there you can see that delayed kind of effect going on.
Right, so yeah, it's like close to you, and then it does a medium one, and then a kind of a pretty good distance. You know, it's not going to be like long range or nothing. Now, that's the thing with these when you stop their time, you're not going to overwrite that with
You're truly stopping time.
You're not going to overwrite it with a pull, unless it was something that's like really crazy, like a block counter or something like that. Boom.
So cool.
Oh, resetting. What's he doing?
Yeah, you knocked him from the top.
See, so you can combo into that, even if they don't get pulled right into you, if they're already in your face.
Way down at the bottom. You need to go get him down there. See how that, like, the Nikki Blades back there, like, it took that third pulse in order to finally hit her. I love that.
I just want the shield up all the time.
Oh, good timing on that, too. Slugger came right in.
Whoa, what was that?
Did you just blink?
I did.
Teleportation. Out of trouble. I know it's a family show, but that's badass.
It is pretty badass.
Badass.
Oh, you said there's a guy down here, right? See him on the map. Where'd he go?
I can say ass, though, because I was showing Eeyore animal crackers earlier. So clearly, I'm just talking about a donkey.
See, just donkeys.
Yep.
It's all good. Oh, okay, so they're still above me. Where am I?
You're like, that's okay, I'm a flyer.
Yeah.
My only bane is, you know, ceilings.
Flying, yeah. These lights are blinding me.
Oh, is that it?
That's my excuse right now.
Oh, we got Nikki. Let's see that uppercut. Oh, you suspended. All right, come on. You got to get Nikki with the uppercut when she comes out.
She has a nice...
Move back, move back.
Oh, there'll be a nice fall to it as well.
Oh, yeah, you want to show that? All right, you can move
When
forward. Yeah, oh, that's that crash down thing. We saw that in the preview the other day.
Right.
So we had him up in the air, and then they do that slam down to the ground.
For all you PvPers, that won't happen in PvP. If you break out, you won't do the whole fall animation.
You won't get the hit on the
You'll
end.
just break out like normal.
All right. Of course, Two-Face is doing a lot of chitty chat right now. We can't.
Yeah, and
that's okay.
I didn't set myself up to be in a good place in the
See what it is. Tails, you lose. Take the left path.
So, are there any questions about?
Oh, I'm sure there's some questions. Hey, Mep, since you can't jump in here, you want to start throwing some questions around?
Question.
What's that?
Sure, people give me the questions in the chat.
Unfortunately, I can't hear a word.
There's all kinds of quantum going on.
I know.
What's that, Maps?
Turning the game down a little bit. Go ahead, dude. No.
He got quieter.
You got quieter.
How about now?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm attached to the game settings.
freeze time on a ping bot, huh? So they won't explode? You can just sit there and kill them?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, maybe something that finally foils ping bots. I like it. I like it. That looks so cool. All right, I'm gonna field some questions here. So go ahead and ask me your quantum questions right now, and I'll relay them to Jesse. G Drew B wants to know if the power is more precision or might.
It's gonna be more might based because there's only the one combo for this power set, so the uppercut, which that'll be precision based.
Oh, hey, do me a favor. Let's go full screen here on this. There we go. That helps.
All right.
Let me do one other thing.
Yep. Try and get Mep's audio back. All right.
All right. Let's try that again with Meps.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay.
All right. So somebody
forgot.
wanted to know if it was precision or might based.
Yeah, it's more might based.
More might based.
There's the one combo for the uppercut. So.
Will teleportation be added to mental? Not likely. It's definitely something we put into quantum right now, and mental and gadgets are what kind of what they are right now. So, and light, all those other controller powers are going to stay as is. So you got a little quantum in a boss fight. Oh, Bane getting levitated.
Oh, targeting barrel.
Venom is no match for the quantum field. Oh, nice on the feint.
That was.
See all you people talking about feints? There it was right there. Mastery. Feint mastery. Okay, maybe Venom is a match for the quantum field. Okay. Somebody wants to know how your stuns are lasting so long. Did you change how Dom works?
Nope. Did not change. It's set up the same as far as like time-wise. Stuns are the same as gadget and mental.
Likely the domination is lasting so long because we are doing a tier what instance right now?
This is 3. I'm in like
tier
5
3,
gear.
and he's in tier 5 armor right now to sort of show off the armor. So the stat delta for his power level where he should be in this particular instance are way off. You just got hit in the face. Was that the rewind?
That was rewind.
Okay, did y'all see that little rewind thing? And he got all his health back right there. Take some damage and show that again.
Come on, Bane.
Let Bane win for a second. Why hand blasters? Because Jesse likes hand blasters. Why do I play one-handed? Because I like one-handed. Also, it shows the effects really well.
Also, hand blast is the for the inspired by.
Ah, yeah. So Major Force, I believe, is the one you chose, right? He did the inspired by just to get a quick start here. There was the rewind again. Pretty freaking cool.
There's some extra stuff audio team did as well for that power and a few others, where all the other sounds will kind of duck down and make it sound like you're in like a, I don't know, like a temporal vortex or something.
Somebody asked you to show the supercharge, which you've shown a bunch of times already, right?
I did the one I have on my bar. Yeah.
Let's see the supercharge one more time. There it is, people. And what it does is it rewinds time, and you notice the health went up.
Here's a question. Will the teleport cause opponents to drop target in PvP?
Nope. If they're hard targeting.
So as long as you have a lock, so you're holding that button on the controller, or you have it set to hard lock, or if you're on a PC and you're using the hard lock, it won't lose the target. So people want to know if you can clip. Obviously, there are some good clipping powers in here. I've used them myself in raids for DLC 7.
The weapon buff is obviously the one I usually use for that kind of stuff because it's costs less power to use too. But yeah,
there are many super powers you can clip from.
It's the same rules for that sort of thing as any other power set. Boom. Yes.
Somebody wants to know if Quantum has a 35% damage move for DPS.
A 35%
damage move.
Oh, like a if your opponent's health is below 35%, yes, it does. All right. In fact, we can go through that stuff if you want.
Sure.
It's actually.
You want to show the rest of the tree meaning? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that particular one is here in the space tree. It's energy expulsion.
Do you want to just demonstrate some of the other powers we haven't hit yet?
Yes.
Regardless of effectiveness or loadout right now.
Sure. Okay. I have a few that I haven't even used. I think singularity.
All right. So while he's doing that, Maps, you read out a question if you see it. I'm just going to look for some ridiculous.
Would you say overall the power set is more damage over time or direct damage?
More direct damage. More direct damage focus than damage over time.
Here's one. Uncertainty principle. Persistent AoE around player. Anyone activating superpowers takes damage and gets randomly teleported. This is not in the Quantum ability, but that is certainly true. I would be very uncertain to use the uncertainty principle if I had no idea if it was going to start making me take damage and get randomly teleported. Or my targets would, actually. That seems really jerky.
How about this? How about, does Quantum have a group shield?
Does Quantum have a group shield?
Indeed.
I've used that in a raid, actually. Is it a superpower?
It's a supercharge.
Yeah.
Event Horizon.
There you go.
Protects yourself and 7 members. Yeah.
That's a good power.
Yeah. I like Oblivion Supercharge.
The movie?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
I saw it this weekend.
Jeff said it was really good.
I liked it.
I want to see it.
People are hating on it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I thought it was really good.
But I like
not
that
as good as this super move.
That's
though.
a pretty sweet super move.
Oh shoot! I'm on the there.
Well, I was trying
to
about that. Do some commands and stuff, but apparently I don't have those. So
how does the DPS compare to other powers? It is perfectly balanced.
Yeah, it should be as balanced as it can be.
Yeah, which is perfect.
Perfect.
Yes. In the nature of quantum physics. Actually, I don't know much about quantum physics for real, but I was going to make some joke about equilibrium and everything balancing each other out, but that's probably not true at the quantum subatomic level, because rules go out the window.
Wow, how much stuff did I get? All right.
Are there any black hole type moves?
Kinda. Yeah. You want to talk about that?
There's at least one that I would definitely call
Singularity.
It's called Singularity, but it doesn't actually spawn a black hole, right?
It does have black effects.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't pull things into it, but it pulls things to it.
Right. And
then it explodes.
Right. So kinda, yes. There's definitely like density manipulation at points which draw things toward it.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this in a weird way here.
Are there any power interactions that other power sets can use?
Yeah, we showed one earlier. Actually, there's a couple of polarization in this tree, but I'm actually curious if are there any things that take destabilize or graviton charge in other powers?
No,
not yet.
Yeah, we're not using them in any of the others yet. Particularly the destabilized is a new way of doing a stun that we didn't have in the game before.
Okay.
It's actually suppressing you while taking away your movement speed, and that's in the time tree here. Stuff like this. So the destabilize, it doesn't do that on its own, but a lot of the powers that interact with it do.
Right.
That kind of thing. So any of them that say it slows time like that, yeah, it will. You'll be able to break out of it. So don't worry about that. But it's just different. We had to set up some new tech and things for that. So now that I'm
somebody wanted to know if quantum characters will have a chance against tanks or something like that, or will they? I mean,
a chance. The same
look,
as before.
Yeah, it's a controller class, so you know they're kind of chewy to tanks. I would expect that those kind of role dynamics would still be the case. But you know, as a tank, I've run into a healer from time to time that I can trounce.
Yep.
Not at the top end of PvP though. Gosh, they light me up so bad.
All right.
Is there a 60% damage buff move that works with enduring damage?
There is one. It's this one here, Tachyon Blast.
Nice.
I can actually. I just went ahead and purchased everything in the time tree, so I can show that stuff.
Okay.
That I haven't done yet.
All right. You want to just spawn some test dummies,
Time
guys?
bomb. Yeah.
We're just gonna stay in Bane's kitchen here and
Yeah. He won't mind, right?
have a party. No, he won't mind. Somewhere Hush is giggling.
Oh, I can use Bane thugs as a nice, so they'll attack me and whatnot.
So is quantum power more suited for returning power to the group or more for crowd control, asks Lord Vormav.
That's also balanced like the other power sets. So if you want to give power out, there are particular abilities for that. And then if you want to control things, there are particular abilities for that. In fact, two of those are kind of controlling powers because they stun, or you know, with the Tachyon Burst, which lifts the people in the air and stops time.
I had
that
a good
also
time.
gives power back to the group. So.
I had a good time playing this during the raid playtest, and I found it to be a really nice balance of giving power, or the options were there to having a really nice balance. And it was good because we were running with the two controllers. I stuck to, you know, crowd control-y kind of things, and coin flip. I stuck to crowd control-y kind of things with a couple of power boosts, and that seemed fine to me. I had a good time locking stuff down, and
yeah, you were
seemed
using
to have
lift to put them in that blue bubble,
and that was fun to target select that out.
Right,
you were watching
it's
that
a single
one
target, and you're like, that guy's in a bubble.
Boop you.
That guy.
Boop you. That was fun.
Which that bubble, by the way, is not an encasement, so you can still damage people when they're in there. That's just a visual way of doing it. So I couldn't, for some reason, spawn any guys, so I'll just come up here and spawn Time Bomb. It's a slow-moving projectile that will slow down time for enemies that get near it and then explode.
It sounds cool.
It does.
It's sort of like...
and it spawns halfway between you and your target, so you can kind of send it.
And
on
that
its
has a
way.
power interaction on it, obviously.
Yes.
So you want to destabilize before you launch that thing off.
Yep.
Did you say that already?
No, I didn't. Then we have this ability called Warp Barrage. You shoot projectiles into portals.
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go out to a larger area to show that.
And then they unfortunately, if I go back, I'll fall down. These guys don't fly. So.
Oh, all right. We'll do it in the other room.
Supercharge. Oh man, I'm out of supercharge. So, where'd he go? Did I kill him?
No, he's right there. He's right there, whizzing by your face with a hammer. Or was that a bat? I couldn't tell.
I'm not even sure. It was really quick.
Does Quantum have a stealth or any abilities with extra loadouts like stealth or invisibility of gadgets and mental? Asks Torax.
No, it does not.
Toraxix.
It has the quantum tunneling, which
You've got teleport people.
Which acts the same in some ways as those abilities that they're talking about. That's some of them. The one with the hold does the targeting change and whatnot. But there is no stealth or invisibility or anything. But you can literally teleport through objects. Actually, if I put that back on my loadout, I think I can go through this stack of crates right here.
Okay.
We also have a lot of people asking about debuffs, just more
Yeah, I've
info.
been noticing that too.
Okay. We can go through that. So, these crates right here.
You show those crates.
You can go right through buses or whatever.
Should I admit to everyone that I made this?
You made the?
Oh yeah. Pengbot Maximus.
We're not friends
Me,
right now.
people.
Not-
I did that.
We're not friends right now, Ian's.
Why? You don't
It's
like
bust.
Pengbot? It's so easy. It's so not hard, and I do it with melee. I'll give you a hint. The trick is to kill the Pengbots.
Yeah.
Not the Cryos or the Pyros, the Pengbots. See, you're focusing on the Pyro. If you kill the Pengbot, all the other Pengbot types will explode.
Here goes the 60%.
Oh! Max is kicking your butt. Go
Yes.
Maximus! I'm rooting for Maximus.
Oh, he's gonna win.
Really?
Yeah, this.
Go get your healing barrel.
Look at that.
There you go.
Look at those.
He's already
There you
given
go.
up. Pengbot's defeated his morale.
Look out, here he comes. See, he's got a tell.
He does. So, if you guys didn't realize, also, the teleport, the quantum tunneling, you always go forward. So if you want to go backwards, you just do that and then use it.
So you just turn around
Right.
and do it for a retreat. Here he comes. Somebody wanted to know why you're doing so little damage. Look at that. You used a counter mechanic on Pengbot,
I did.
and he fell down.
Nice job.
I'm so tired of the OP on this guy. So the reason somebody asked why you're doing so little damage with the real tier 5 armor, it's because it's Pengbot Maximus, people. It's an unstoppable force in DC. In fact, people often ask for a random raid mob of epic proportions to be unleashed on the city, and I've been tempted to just make a giant
make it
Pengbot
Pengbot.
Maximus.
We should totally make that happen.
So people had asked about debuffs, right?
Yeah.
So an Anomaly, which is like a PBOE version of Tachyon Burst, right? It adds the destabilization and it freezes people in time, and it also reduces their healing. The Time Bomb that I was showing you with the cool sound, yeah, that one reduces their defense, and then the Tachyon Blast will reduce their damage output. Same kind of thing over here. Got Singularity, should reduce their defense, and I want to say, yeah, Alcubierre wave. Alcubierre.
Ah, no,
I'm not sure how
we
to
practiced this.
Pronounce.
Alcubierre.
There it is.
Right? You gotta get the
Yeah,
going.
I can't do the rolling.
Alcubierre.
I'll just-
Alcubierre.
I'll say it like Texans, I guess. Alcubierre.
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 Alcubierre. No,
Um,
that's not how Texans talk.
No, well, yeah. So yeah, that one reduces damage, and then Gravity Bomb is the one that reduces their healing. So it's,
All right.
there's the same kind of thing in both trees, just
Cool.
like our other ones.
Is there anything else you feel you've missed that
Yes.
you want to show? Okay.
I never did do the. I never actually cast Singularity,
do it.
which people had asked about, right? So, which now I'm going to be out of PowerPoints and can't do it.
You got a respec on you?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's I don't have the rights to do stuff, so I have to kind of go
That's all right.
a weird way to do it.
You have to do the double respec consume.
Yeah, $20.
That's expensive right
Whatever.
there.
That
You
is- that is
just,
expensive.
you just
That's-
blew $20. You just blew $20 for all you people.
I hope you've been saving your station cash.
Yeah. Just went to the wrong tree. Oh, and I have to show Oblivion because it's crazy. Oh, you know what?
You've got a couple.
The wave. I never
Oh
showed
yeah,
it.
we never showed the wave. I love the wave.
All right.
We need people for that though, right?
We do, and that's why I couldn't spawn the people.
All right, well you can go forward now. There's some dudes over there.
So let's
Get this
sure.
loadout going. All right, and then while you're getting this going, so before this is over, stick around because we're gonna have just a few minutes when we're done showing these final powers. We have a little bit of an announcement, right, Meps?
A little surprise.
A little surprise.
Yeah, a little surprise, everybody.
I tweeted out that we would give you a surprise, and we were gonna give you a surprise.
Is it ice cream?
It's better than ice cream.
It is probably for these guys. and
It's better than
gals.
ice cream
It's
with
better
caramel
for
on
ice
top.
cream.
Oh man, I like.
With nah, I don't know about caramel.
Oh yeah.
All right, so singularity.
There's your black hole. That's our little black hole version right there. So it'll lift people a little bit, kind of pulls them in,
Oh,
and then you got owned,
I'll show them. It's okay.
and then it explodes.
And then get some wave action. Now, this ability is
You
different
gotta
than
show it.
any other ability as well. Yeah, I gotta go
Gotta
get somebody
some
else.
more dudes.
In the fact that it will not only hit people in front of you, but it will grab people from behind you and toss them forward. It's basically
So
taking
kinda-
the shift of gravity and just kind of like it's that direction now instead of like it's forward instead of down.
So I'm thinking, find yourself a precipice near the battle, turn around, face the precipice,
Oh, it's
activate
the
said
boss.
power, and fling people off the edge of the building.
Fling them off.
Do whatever you want. It's timey-wimey.
Oh jeez.
Wibbly wobbly.
No less than 3 people just ran up to me concerned about what the surprise was, Jens. I don't think people trust you.
You don't.
I'm guessing the proximity of your office would mean that one of those people is dead meat.
I don't want to name names. I'm just saying.
Did you confirm what this surprise was, and is he okay, or still having a heart attack?
It's okay.
Okay. I just wanted to make some official company-wide announcements.
Ping butts.
Wow. I can't believe he was alarmed. I was
Yeah.
going to start some trouble.
Gonna do some stuff. All
What
right.
did I do?
So, I need to get the camera back a little bit. Let me out.
Ooh,
So,
nice!
when there's a lot of people, that was Oblivion. That was a supercharge. When there is a lot of people, it is pretty intense because you can have up to like 16 beams flying off of you.
That's awesome.
16?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Good. Do the wave. You got people on both sides of you.
She's lifted,
All right.
so
Well, do it
won't-
now.
uh,
Nice.
there you go.
Get them all in front of you. Throw them back into that AE. Pull them out of their own AE. Like beneficial one. So cool.
So, yeah, that was all those.
I like how he's like, yeah. So there you go. It's pretty much it. Bend in time and space. There you go.
I love the wave, the throwing them over.
Yeah.
When it actually works right.
Hey,
Oh man,
you
he's
gotta-
gonna destroy.
He might be in a tuxedo, but he's gnarly.
He is. He's very.
Oh! Grenades exploding.
Oh.
Oswald,
I should probably have an entire loadout, maybe. But I guess if I can keep doing this.
Yeah, that's we should go find a powder keg out in the city and use that power to end this thing.
Boom.
All right, very very cool. All right,
I'm excited for the announcement
I know.
right now.
I know. All right, so
Are we
there's-
ready for it?
Not yet.
But I also still want ice cream.
Okay, we'll give you ice cream for a job well done on Quantum Powers. Seriously, it's
take
awesome.
Thank you.
You, the audio team, and
Man, those-
and the special effects guys did a tremendous job.
I have to make an alt. I was thought about respec, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't get away from my healer. But I have to make one just so I can play with the sound and those effects.
People don't know our animation budget is really tight. Rob Kenyon, our lead animator, found some room there to put in some new animations
Yeah.
to really make this sing. So I want to thank him for that as well. But you did a good job leading the charge on this. So
Thank you.
great work. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to see what you got coming up next. But
Oh yeah.
you know what's coming up next for you guys? I'm going to say it, Maps. Are you
Go
ready
for
for
it.
me to say it? DLC 7 is on PC test.
Boom.
So boom, go
Right now.
and right now it's there.
That's where we
Right
were.
after the stream.
So go ahead, right after the stream is over, you're going to find DLC 7 Origin Crisis on PC test right now. So go ahead and jump on there, take part of these quantum powers yourself, check them out, fill out reams of bugs for Jesse to fix. If no, it should be
There
really
won't be
solid.
reams of bugs.
And check out our new content we got going on up there. You're going to see a bunch of stuff for you to check out. So go have fun, explore DLC 7 on PC Test, and let us know what you think. Thank you so much for tuning into the live stream on Quantum Powers, and we look forward to following this up Friday. We're having a Friday Night Legends with Odyssey. We're going to be focusing on PvE content, and there might be a additional surprise we might have for you. Jury's out. We'll see on what we're going to be covering.
Did you see they released a video?
Did you see? That was
They had a
awesome.
teaser.
Of,
I
yeah,
tweeted
teaser
it.
of them being out. Yeah,
It
that
was
pretty
so
cool.
great. That's what I really like about those guys. They really dedicate a lot of time to show how much they really care about the game, and seem to be a really positive force. You know, not only in the game, but on the forums and just in general out there on YouTube, and really showing what you can kind of do when you're creative and really have a passion for DCUO.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to have those guys on and talk to them on Friday. So Meps and I will be there with them for Friday Night Legends. Hey, who's our Odyssey spokesperson that'll be joining us?
Cold Fusion, I believe, last time I checked.
Okay, cool. That'll be good to see and talk to him. So join us on Friday, 6 o'clock Central, which is what time Pacific we doing this thing?
4 o'clock
4
p.m.
o'clock
Pacific,
Pacific.
6 Central, 7 Eastern.
Exactly. I'm getting all confused, all these numbers. And let's see it once again. Origin Crisis on PC Test. We'll see you on there. All right. Thank you, Meps. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone that tuned in. Cheers.